What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DK Drama, Bird Gang Sports. You already know what it is. You know what we here to do, man. We got a lot to discuss. And today, I just want to address, some of the crap that I've been seeing out here lately, especially on YouTube and, other YouTubers, have been, discussing basically why they feel like the Eagles ain't up to par, with like teams like the Dallas Cowboys. And I see some Redskins fans talking about the Redskins gonna have like a 360 year this year, like they turning everything around. Let me just, pause y'all for a second and kind of bring y'all back to where we really are right now. They put out a chart basically, and it's showing, some of these teams is like, well, if we didn't have these injuries, we would have made the playoffs, or we would have went this far or that far. And when you go back and look at it, you see the Eagles had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 10 players that were supposed to be out there that just weren't out there because of injury. So let's go back and look at that right quick. We had 6 players who were on injury reserve, right? Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, Corey Clement, Darren Sproles, Ronald Darby, and Kamu Grugier-Hill. All 6 of those guys were on injury reserve. All 6 of those guys would have played major roles. Like, with those guys on the field, undoubtedly, we would have sprung forward a lot further than we were without those guys. So then we go back and look at some of those guys who were out. Zach Ertz, Lane Johnson, Nelson Aguilar, and Jalen Mills. Now, there's no way in the world you can possibly tell me without these guys, with these guys on the field, there's no way you can really possibly tell me that we would have been looking the way we would have. The 9-7, that 9-7 thing, that 9-7 record would have been a no-go. Like, with those guys active on the roster, just think about it. And for all the people who talks about Carson Wentz, and say, he's not an elite quarterback, he can't do what the elites do. Well, to be honest with you, I haven't seen the elite quarterbacks do what Carson Wentz has done. Now, let's go back to it. He had 10 players out, 6 on injured reserve, and 4 that were just out. It was other players, but they just weren't active at all. But we're not even gonna get it. That's a whole nother video in itself. But as far as saying my quarterback is not elite, that's just bogus, man. It's like, there's no way in the world you can really sit here with a straight face and tell me that your quarterback, now this is any quarterback in the NFC East, there's no way you can sit here and tell me that your quarterback can do what Carson Wentz did with 10 of his starters out. 10 of them. 10 of them. Come on, man. Get a man some credit is all I'm really saying. Just get a man some credit. That's all I'm asking for. But other than that, I feel like personally, the NFC East is just in for a big surprise. It shouldn't even be a surprise, but they're in for a big surprise. You got some Eagle fans that, kind of on the same page with me with this. Then you got some that consider themselves realists, and they just think, the Eagles still got to prove it to them as well. When it's like, how can you say that? Now, if we start this season and we start the season off with a lot of injury, then we're gonna have a problem. Of course, any team will have a problem. Like I said, some teams have a problem with 2 to 3 injuries. Some of them have problems. Some of them don't have problems like us. Like, we may we may slow roll it a little bit, but it's a snowball effect with us. Like, it'll eventually grow, and boom. It's the type of coaching we got. It's the type of system we in. That's Philadelphia for you. But all in all, man, like I said, I think that, everybody is going to be in for a big surprise, man, when it comes to this team. Like, I feel like we're going to do what we have to do. We got the pieces now. We even have pieces. And as far as Brandon Brooks going out, that will get filled, man. We're dealing with Howie Roseman. We're dealing with a magician when it comes to, trading pieces and stuff. Now, as far as the draft, Howie can scare you a little bit, because we're not seeing what they seeing. We're looking at people, but these guys are actually doing their homework, and they got teams that, actually getting paid very good money to scout these guys out. So I guess we just got to put our faith in them. But as far as making trades and getting these deals done and bringing pieces in and, you know, stuff like that, retaining compensatory picks, like Howie to me, has done a pretty decent job in that role. So I feel like you in for a surprise, man. And don't sleep on Andre Dillard. Like, don't sleep on Andre Dillard either. The guy's young, the guy's gonna learn, and he's gonna get that grown man strength. To me, that's just all he's missing. He has the skill, but it's a difference between a boy and a grown man's strength. So when you put a boy in a grown man's game, you know, that's just, you know, you can expect stuff like that. But like I said, this your boy DK Drama. Like, share, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not new to the channel, just make sure you share this and put this energy out into the world so other Philadelphia Eagle fans can see this. They can come and enjoy this content with us all together. This your boy DK Drama, Bird Gang Sports, and I'm out.